Hi everyone, today I'm back with a new speed build, a pretty fun one. I wanted so bad to recreate the Simpsons house in The Sims. It was a tricky one and I did do it on the smaller side of things, like the bedrooms in the show are much bigger, like the space between the beds and the desk and stuff, but I saw it quite tiny because I started with the exterior and it was so important to me for the exterior to look real good. And you see right now I cut it out, all the struggle with the windows and the doors and everything, because if not, this video would have been 2 hours long and I didn't want that, and my computer didn't want that as well. So yeah, I just cut out when I chose the windows and the doors. But yeah, it was so important to me that the outside looked good. I mean, the inside is important as well, but the outside was everything. To me, the OG Simpsons house, it's all about the outside. And you can see me there forgetting how to do a quarter of the tile. So yeah, I had so much fun building this. I saw a few versions on YouTube and the versions are so different yet so much the same. And I bought the Sims 4 backyard stuff, I think it's called, just for the picket fence, just to do this house. That's freaking commitment. I don't know what I was doing with the rug there, but yeah, and the house doesn't stay that color. I changed it because I was looking at pictures of this house afterwards, and I was like, this is not the color of the house at all. It was way more pink than this. This is, when I was taking screenshot, I was like, this is so sad looking. This creamish gray, I don't know, but I can't seem to find a good cream color in The Sims 4. In France, all our houses are a creamish color. I mean, not all of them, but the majority of them is a cream color. My house is a cream color. And it's I don't know what you call it, but it's I don't know, I'm not gonna say it because I really don't know how to say it. And for the outside, I keep it really simple, but I think at the end, the backyard is kind of a mess because I end up changing a lot of the size and shape of the house. So I think in the end the pot plants are in front of the door or something and I didn't change it, my bad. And I had so much struggle with the floor plan. I had so many screenshots of pictures in my phone. I'm not even kidding. I had 5 just for the floor plan and the pictures were kind of confusing. Some of them was this room has to be this way and this room has to be this way, and others were no, that's that way. But I end up doing a pretty good job. I changed a lot of things. I extended quite a lot actually, and at first I was oh, the rooms are so tiny and stuff. There's Bart's room, the one at the bottom there. It was so tiny at first, and I had struggled with the windows as well that I have already placed. What a mistake. But in the end, it all goes around and it's all good, but at first I had some struggle and I don't know how to do that, how people do that, the open staircase with the balcony. I had so much struggle with that. It took me so much time. You see, and there I'm gonna take a wall and it's gonna be a room all over again. But in the end, I figured it out, thank God. But if I had to resume this build, it would be long, first of all, and kind of fun. Even though it took me like, I don't know how many hours, but I was just sitting in the desk, at my desk, not look like my desk, because I was at my grandparents' house with my brother, and I was just building this, and my brother was doing all kind of stuff, like he was playing as well another game, and he was watching a series, and he was sleeping at one time, and I was just doing this, and it took me a few days. Like, I had to cut the part out of this house because I couldn't do any more of this house. When I did the structure, like the walls, the shape of the house and stuff, I just stopped the game and I went back the day after to start the floor plan and here the kitchen. I didn't even notice that I started the kitchen and I'm almost finished. And I was quite frustrated because in the show you have a round table in the kitchen with a sheet on it. Like, it's not a sheet, but it's a nappe. Like, in France it's une nappe, but nappe in English is sleeping. So I don't know what the frick it's called. It's a sheet on the table, and there's none of that in The Sims 4. And also I kind of created some stuff because I put in quite a number of plants in this house, and there are not so many plants in the actual Simpsons house, but there were spaces and I was like, what am I supposed to do there? And there are spotlights you can't really see in the show, like there's also a room behind the garage, and I had to read an article talking about this very room because like the people were like, does this room even exist? Like, you can see it in one episode or two, or I don't know, but I can remember seeing it, and when I was looking at the floor plans, I was so confused.com. Where does this room come from? And you see that I took a break, and I took a lot of breaks in this build because first of all, I was talking to my brother at times, and I seemed to forgot that I was recording. You see, that's a part of the build where it's exactly the same in other people's build, like the purple nightstand from kid's bedroom stuff thing pack, the red couch, and the green chair. I mean, it's quite basic stuff, like it's kind of normal that everyone used the same things, but we could have used different chairs, you know, like different couches, but we didn't. And it's beautiful. My mind, it's so powerful. I'm just kidding. This room was tinier than I would expected it to be. Maybe I could have shrinked the archway and do it a single archway, but in the actual house, it's a double archway. I mean, it's maybe in the middle of a double and a single, but yeah, I don't know. And I put in the TV, I put in the big TV because in the last seasons, they have a big TV, but it's not the same like big boxy TV. And the hallway, I do have camera because I realized after that, looking at other screenshots of the house, that the floor wasn't the same color, there were stuff on the wall. And another thing that frustrates me in the sim. Oh, another break here. The pianos. I love pianos. I play the piano since I was 5 and I'm 19. But in The Sims 4 you have the grand pianos and you have this tiny keyboard from City Living. and you don't have any like middle pianos. Like in The Sims 2, you have this great piano that was just a real piano, not an electronical one, and it was so cute. And I don't know how to say in English like the kind of piano I'm thinking about, but just a middle ground between the grand piano and the keyboard. That's all I'm asking, because I have one, but it's custom content, and I absolutely love it. I adore it. Whenever I have a sim who plays piano, I put it in. But I don't understand why we don't have anything in the middle. Like, you can have a grand piano, or you can have a freaking keyboard that is purple. Like, I put in a purple piano because I think it was purple. Now I'm not so sure, because it's kind of weird to have a purple piano. But I mean, I would love to have a purple piano. It would be so cool. In this build, I didn't cut out the bathrooms. I don't know why. But this build was so long and the bathroom took so little time that I was like, whatever. I just won't put it in. I have some fun with the garage. I mean, the Simpsons garage has been a lot of stuff. It has been a bar, it has been a store at one point. I mean, my favorite part was the bar thing. It was kind of fun, kind of fresh, kind of fun. This thing isn't really a garage type thing, like it's more a disposable, like, decoration for your tools and stuff, but I was like, whatever, it's tools, it can count as tools. And there's a bucket and there's some boxes. I want, like, it's a garage, you really put anything you want in it. But when I searched for pictures, it took me to the eras of the garage, like when it's empty, when it's a bar, when it's a shop. And I just realized I forgot the basement. But I mean, that's sad. I'm mad at myself right now because I forgot the freaking basement. I mean, what's in the basement? There's a gym stuff, like a gym, a trailer at some point. A trailer. No, that's not the word. So there's some gym equipment. There's the laundry. There's a couch and a TV, maybe. I don't even know. I don't remember. But yeah, this house has no basement. I forgot. I'm sorry. I blame only myself for that. And in the floor plan, like, I saw, like, in the pictures, a staircase in the garage, I think it was. And I was so confused. I was like, where is this going? But the picture didn't have a basement. And I don't know, I didn't think about the basement. I was not like, oh, there's a staircase, maybe it goes down instead of going up to nowhere. And if it goes down, there's something down here that I can see on the floor plan, but I forgot. So this is Bart's room. It has a lot of like orange blue, and his cover is purple. And I'm already done with his room with the... I think I cut out a part of his room. Like, my recording stopped. I think that's what happened. Yeah, that's definitely what happened. And I realized so long after that. You see, I realized the house was pretty tiny compared to the real house in the TV show when I saw the space between Lisa's desk and her bed. Because in the show, she has a huge room. Like, not huge, but she can take a few steps to her desk, and there she just can't. And I'm not really happy with how the master bedroom turned out to be, because I was frustrated with the beds. Like, when I recreate something, I like it to be so much similar to the actual thing. And their bed is orange and the cover is purple, or is it the reverse? But anyway, and I had the choice between an all orange bed or an all purple bed, and I was frustrated. But it's not that bad, like it's kind of resembling the actual thing. And for Maggie's room, I didn't know whether to put a baby bed or a toddler bed, so I put both in, because when I saw the pictures, like she has a thing to play and a thing to sleep in, and they look both like beds, so I just put both in. And the table I put is because there's like a table in her room to change her diaper and stuff and to clean her, but we don't have that in a Sims 4. We had that in a Sims 2, I think. But anyway, the build is already over. I've been blabbering for 16 minutes. So here's a screenshot of all the house so you can see it better. There's the Sims there. Hi. But I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!